so good to see you all again. Here with us.
Don't be frightened. Look at this little scarecrow. Why is this crow? He doesn't like humans too much. Now, take a while, sit down, and listen to the tales I have for you.
I'm a nice guy. Really I am. A nice, reasonable, friendly guy. I never get angry. Ever. And I can count the number of times I've had to raise my voice on one hand. I would never hurt a fly. But even a calm, normal guy like me can only take so much. I tried to let it go. I tried to ignore it. But I just couldn't take it anymore. It was only once or twice. Hell, if it was only 4 out of the 5 days of the week, I could let it go. I'd happily let it go. But it was every single day. I don't know what I ever did to him, but he hates me. He loathes me. It's a sick, sadistic game to him, I swear it is. Torturing me is his favorite hobby. Over and over and over. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, and I couldn't take it anymore. I talked to my boss, complained to HR. Hell, I even talked to a lawyer. Everyone told me the same thing, that it wasn't their problem. There was nothing they could do. So I had to suck up and take it. Had to just endure the psychological agony that he put me through every single day. Until today. The day started like any other. Came into the office, said hello to Karen, the secretary, and I sat at my desk. He came in a few minutes late as usual. Sat at his desk next to mine, as usual. We worked in silence for the next few hours, again, as usual. And then at precisely noon, he began to torture me, as usual. I sat there with my back to him, hoping, praying that today would be different, that I could just have one day of peace. But I knew what was coming, and I wanted to scream. He pulled out that filthy, reeking, puke-inducing sandwich and began to eat, munching, mashing, grinding that disgusting mash, gurgling it, swallowing the chunks down his filthy gullet, slobbering, slavering, making love to that sandwich with his tongue like it was the last one he'd ever touch. It was deafening. I couldn't think. I couldn't breathe. I snapped. I just snapped. I pulled out the gun and pointed it at him. I don't remember what I said, and I don't remember when the screaming started. All I remember is that he kept eating. I swear he kept eating. I swear on my life he kept eating. His mouth kept moving, choking down on the festering bits of food. I watched him with my own eyes. Like I said, I'm a nice guy. A nice, reasonable guy. But even reasonable guys can only take so much before we snap. I dragged Susan in front of him. I blew out her brains all over his desk, all over his lunch. He wasn't hungry anymore. For once in the past week, he didn't want to stuff his face. But I made him eat. There's a Monster Working in My Office was written by Seabiscuit131, and it was narrated by Jack Sanders.